Alright, what's gaming gamers? Welcome back to another episode of whether or not we can beat the Bazaar without spending any gold. I'm
here to sink ships and drink grog.
Here to sink ships and
All out of grog.
drink grog, apparently. I'm scared, I don't know what to do. I'm going to try something a little bit different. Just because I have the feeling that Vanessa's really strong at the moment with the current patch. And I feel like her builds are relatively easy to get off of the ground. So I want to try... I know that we've been doing well with our pig gaming so far, but I just want to try something a little bit different. So we're going to give it a go because you know what? At the end of the day, it's my channel and I can do what I want. Alright, starting off at Vanessa's quarters. Rifle straight up is pretty good. Langjan is like a level of scaling that we don't have to worry about getting any other sort of scaling because it's 60 damage per kill. Essentially, and with this we're pretty much guaranteed to get the first 2 wins off the ground, maybe depending on if we run into an awful build. But this has longevity. I'm kind of a rival liker, honestly, and kind of a Langjan hater. Maybe not a little hater, but rifle going so fast has the opportunity to work well with a lot of items that Vanessa can get. I think I'm going to go rifle. I know that the silver Langjan is like probably one of the most perfect items that you could possibly get day one, but I'm a bit... I don't know. I want to see how this runs. This is my idea for an ideal build, is that we would get this rifle and we would essentially run away with it by getting a crow's nest and doing a connection issue. Getting a connection issue is what we're after. No, but I've been watching a lot of Northern Lion, obviously, as I have mentioned previously, but a lot of the time when he plays this game, he usually just kind of goes for single weapon builds. Now I know that Northern Lion is not exactly the... What have we got going on here? What's happening? I've eradicated my choices from the field. You know what? Let's just give it a... Let's give it a cheeky... Let me just get out. Sure. Just give it a cheeky little refresh, hey? Let's start again. Enjoy. I will, if everything works as it should. So I've been watching a little bit of Northern Lion, and you know, he's not exactly the be-all, end-all avatar embodiment of doing really, really well in the game. Let's be honest, if we're honest with ourselves. But what I have noticed is that he seems to be getting really consistent results with just doing single weapon builds. And it might just be, okay, apparently we beat the Pyro and we got a Cinders, so that's a joyous occasion to us. That is, of course, obviously based off of the fact that he gets to go to shops and I don't. But I have a feeling that it might just be simple enough. Oh, God. We don't want a small weapon. I guess we're single rifle gaming and hoping for the best. You can get a... None of these. Your weapons have 5% crit. Sure. Maybe the 5% crit will crit 20 times in a row and we'll call it a day.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobody.
And I will say that I'm probably never going to take this to ranks because this is hard enough as it is. We're dead, unfortunately. Oh, maybe not. Maybe our regen sees us through. Ooh. It's gonna be... Oh, no. We're golden. We're sorted. We just need to do enough damage now to get through, and I think we should legitimately just regen all the way back up to max. That's awesome. Limited ammo builds. Great idea if you've got any sort of crit chance, but against literally anybody, this mathematically I don't think does enough damage to kill people, unless you're coming up against like a dually with nothing. Like, he wouldn't even kill a pig. Like, if pig took his board off and had regen, he would probably win. Which is crazy if you think about it. We got a single crit out of that 5% crit chance. We're actually blessed. The run is blessed.
Less blunder, more plunder.
So I'm kind of hoping for events that allow me to get aquatic items for free, which will include a crow's nest. Because I believe a crow's nest is an aquatic property. I don't think that there are events that... I don't think Vanessa can get events that give her a free property. A little bit of shield. When you use another aquatic item, charges by 1. Even more of a reason for us to get an aquatic item on the build. Get a burn item, honestly, might be pretty good. I don't think we're strong enough to go for the fight at the mountain pass, so let's get a burn item. It is a cannon, which is rough for us because we can't use it in tandem with the rifle. That is something that we've got to keep in mind, is that there are just chances that we just low roll really, really poorly and essentially just lose our capability of being able to do anything. Because if the rifle, we want to basically avoid weapons the whole time that we're playing this game. I don't know if that's actually physically possible, but it's the best that we've got. So maybe next time, if I'm offered that same option, I would probably go Langjean instead of rifle, just for the sheer fact that Langjean doesn't hinder our ability to get items. Because with the rifle, you kind of need to only run the rifle as a weapon build. So you're kind of cutting out your capability of taking any get a weapon events, and you're cutting out your capability of getting random weapons from rewards as well. Especially if you go for like burn items and stuff like that. So I guess maybe. This is okay. Haste 1 aquatic or toy item. So you're just going to be hasting this, which is, I guess, fine. And I guess we get Finn's Big Eats again, or a little bit more regen. And we get a bronze tier item. Bronze tier item would be awesome to get a crow's nest here. That's another weapon, another one that we can't use. So now the question is, do we run this instead of the rifle? 6 seconds to do 20 damage. In 6 seconds, this will do 36 damage. So this is better DPS. This is 6 DPS. This is not 6 DPS. What's this? Also not 6 DPS and limited ammo. I think weirdly enough, like even if we sell the cinders on this, I think that, I don't even know. This feels really awful, but this is kind of what we've got, I guess. So look, we haven't had too many builds that have gotten off the ground early, and I would hesitate to say that that should change come, you know. Ah, you're living my dream. You're literally living my dream. I'd hesitate to say that that should change given how you can haste yourself. I mean, I understand. Why are you consistently Is this a bug? Okay, you actually can haste that. Okay, awesome. Yeah, we just don't win this at all. But that was crazy that that beach ball, it rolled the 50-50 8 times in a row. How many times did you actually... You casted 7 times, and I think you hasted yourself 6 of those 7 times. Somebody crunch the numbers on that one. I'm not doing it, but that's crazy. Actually insane. So we were just not going to win that one because they got the crow's nest and we didn't. And you know what? That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Let's go for another item. An illusory. +1 for each adjacent friend. This has +1 multicast. Unfortunately for us, we do not have any additional friends. This build's looking a little bit how you going. It's a little bit all over the shop, if I've got to be completely honest with you. We might hold on to these just on the freak chance that we get a cove, because every time that we sell one of those items, the cove's value will increase, which essentially means that we got 50 max health and 5 gold for free. It doesn't really matter too much actually now that I'm thinking about it, because you know, like, what are we spending the gold on? That's the thing, Morty. We're not. So Dabbling Apprentice can give us a potion that's not a weapon. Frost Street Challenger can give us something that's not a weapon, but I don't think we beat him, unfortunately. I think we've got to go the Dabbling Apprentice, and we might honestly just lose to this guy. Because he's got a lot of burn. He does run out of gas very quickly, but we, outside of our 10 regen, have no way to... Well, I mean, it just, you know what? The 10 regen kind of seems like it's doing its job. So who am I to say nay? So I guess we win these, which is very surprising. The beach bowl has a very big propensity to just consistently haste itself. I'm noticing it is kind of insane how many, like, even like 1 out of 3 chances. It's kind of crazy how many 1 out of 3 chances we almost lost that because he reloaded his items and I forgot that he had that effect. Look, a little bit of XP is nothing to scoff at. Get a small friend to go with our illusory. Now here's the thing, if we roll narwhal, that's awful. All right, we rolled jellyfish, which isn't awful. When you use an adjacent aquatic item, this gains haste for 1 second. Sure, so you probably want to be here then. Upgrade a bronze tier item or get a bronze tier skill. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think we need a bronze tier skill. Oh, sorry, I don't think we need to upgrade a bronze tier item. I don't think jellyfish does anything. I think beach ball hastes 2 aquatic or toy items, which isn't great. And I think pearl just increases, maybe pearl increases its charge actually. Let's have a look. I'm opening up How Bazaar for the first time in this video. It's a 11-minute How Bazaar check. Pearl. Nope, it just shields more. It doesn't do anything, it just shields more. Also, I'm being very quiet, and I do apologize that I'm not trying to do an ASMR type of video. I'm just trying to be quiet because I've just put my kid down. So, I do apologize for it. Your weapons gain plus 10 damage. Your leftmost poison item has plus 3 poison. That's useless. Plus 10 damage, I guess, is essentially doubling the DPS of this, which is, well, I guess we get 4. I hate you, Nufu. Why? You absolute piece. It's like, hey, do you want 4 gold? You're getting it. We still haven't filled out our board, which is worrying. We should probably aim to do that come what may, because not having a full board is very scary. And this guy, see what I'm talking about? See what I mean? I think Crow's Nest is just the way to go. It really does seem like everybody's just kind of Crow's Nest maxing. Crow's Nest maxing. Poor pronunciation on my behalf there. This also has 45... It has 35 crit chance and it's crit like 8 times. What's going on? Well, you're decroded now because your powder flask doesn't exist, but also our jellyfish has only given you 4 poison? You've been hasted like this entire time, right? You went off 5 times? That can't be right. Is that actually how did you only attack 5 times? You got haste, you had 15 seconds of haste and you attacked 5 times. That's crazy. I think this thing needs to get off my goddamn board as if that's the case. Mountain Pass could give us like a free item, which I guess is probably the best that we've got going for us. I'm going to be honest with you, this feels absolutely awful. Okay, we probably beat you. That's just, you're just so much more damage. Over the course of the game, you're just so much more damage to leave out on the board. But we do realistically speak, oh wait, we maybe don't beat you. You're actually kind of scary. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. I think we might be cooked here. Audience, we might be cooked. Do not go gently into that good night. Far out. I mean, if we could stack shield on the pearl, we might get somewhere, but at least we get nothing. At least we get, well, to be honest, we wouldn't want anything that this guy offers us. So that's what I'm coping with. I'm going to say, oh my God, get a small burn item. All right. A lighter. Sure. It's something. I think we're going to struggle to even beat the Outlands Dervish at this point. So let's give that a go. This is looking like a really bad run. We're going to be done quick, unfortunately, because this run is not going well. But I mean, if anything, I think the thing that's putting in the most work at the moment is the illusory, because it really, like, slowing down these items is such a massive win. If we could get like a healing item that was an aquatic, like if we could get a seaweed, that would be pretty good. I think the seaweed would do us really well. We might be dead here. We're not dead here. We're golden. We survived by the skin of our titty tin teeth.
The Bazaar
Maybe.
has not softened
You still only gave 5 poison. You honestly might be... Oh, an 8% crit chance. You shouldn't have. You honestly might be one of the worst items I think I've ever had the poor experience of dealing with. I don't know. Get a non-weapon item. This is a weapon, a tool, or a shield item. A shield item could be a pearl, but the pearl, as we mentioned, is pretty garbage. Do we just get a non-weapon item? Because a non-weapon item could be a crow's nest. It's not. When you haste, charge this 2 seconds. Okay.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
Okay. We've somehow stumbled upon a pufferfish build.
Sure, I can help you.
What are these? When you use your leftmost item, burn twice. When you burn, your items gain 1% crit chance, and your non-weapon items have +10. These are awful. When you use your leftmost item, burn 2. So you would be burning 4 every 3 seconds. We could swap you around, and then you're burning 2 every 2 seconds, which just doesn't seem great. I don't know. Do we just get more crit chance for our non-weapon items, which is this, and this? When you burn, your items gain 1%. You're awful. I think it's got to be you.
Ready? I'll send you to
Excuse
Oregon,
me.
but I'll keep you as long as I can.
We can give something +1 poison, which is great. You need to do something or you're off the team. But I think that if we're going to give it to anything, it's got to be giving it to the pufferfish, because there is just like no chance that we give it to anything else. Right? Because you're going to go off haste. This hastes in 4 seconds. This hastes every time. Yeah, it's got to be you. Oh, connection issue. I've found the servers have been very unstable the last couple of days when I've been sitting down trying to do recordings. It's very unfortunate. But you know what? It is what it is. Give it the one poison that it so rightly deserves. Alright, look, the build's still not great, but we're in getting this pufferfish, we're in a much better position than we were previously. So, there is a chance. There's a chance. I'm not saying that there's not a chance, I'm just saying that there is a chance. He's also running a pufferfish build with 25% crit chance. And a katana. They're calling it the strangest collection of items of all time. Okay. He somehow, because his pufferfish has got an 11 poison, he's just winning? That's crazy. This is the most like ragtag bullshit build I've ever seen in my life. It's 18 minutes in the video, I can say bullshit. That is insane that we lost to that. I think the thing that kind of does my head in the most about doing this challenge is just the fact that I see builds that I'm like, that's awful, and then I lose to them, and I'm like, why am I losing to this build? It's not because I'm a bad player, it's because I have a crippling, I was gonna say a crippling disability. I have a crippling handicap placed upon my playstyle, which means that I cannot do what I need to do. It's fine though. We're making it work. Preening duelist. We should be? I don't know. I don't know where this build is at anymore. This build's really... The 2 burn on the rifle is legitimately like the most useless thing I've ever seen in my life. This man is doing a crazy amount of damage out of nowhere. So that's great to see. We lost.
Putting the uneducated in their place.
Yep. Here's the thing, right? Let's talk about this. I've never heard that guy's victory line because I've never lost to him. And he just absolutely romped us. Please give us something better. Oh my god, what is this? Aquatic items to the left of this have their cooldowns reduced by 10%. Kind of bad. I mean, not bad. I mean, is it just take you guys out and put this in here? To the left of this? But then you lose all of the capability of going fast. Okay, so you made oh my god, he's back. Oh, far out. I mean, we've got to try fighting him again, because I don't think that's... We could get you, who could do... I mean, we don't want anything from the preening duelist. If anything, we want something from the Harkervian rocket trooper, because he has the boots that make our haste more. So, I mean, I guess? I don't think we've shown that we can't beat that other dude, so the only thing that we've got to do is we've got to try and make sure that we don't get crit. Is what we're hoping for. Missed the crit? He missed the crit. Does he miss the crit again? I would be surprised if he did, because he's on 50% crit chance. He didn't miss the crit, we're doomed. If he missed the crit twice in a row, we would have been fine. This needs to not crit, and then he will never shoot us again. Okay, it crit. We still somehow won. We stacked up 69 poison, which is a lot better than it was previously, and we got arguably the most useless thing that we could have possibly gotten from that entire man's board. That's so sad. Is there a world where we put the cannon in instead of this rifle now? I still don't think so. This is now doing 50 damage per shot. Sells monster skills, sells ammo. It looks like we're getting 3 spare change, everyone. Get a silver tier item. Silver tier item could be a crow's nest, and it could fix all of our issues. Maybe. Silver tier weapon. Silver tier item. It's a small. It's a pet rock. It's useless. Actually, it's actually useless. Whew, this is looking a little rough. Even the game thinks so. The game's giving me a second to think about the fact that I had to grab that item as compared to literally anything else. A small friend? We don't want a small friend. You're a weapon and a friend and a toy. And if this is your only friend, you're actually useless to us. So I think we work at the docks and we get a tool, because a tool could be maybe a silencer. I mean, I don't know what the tool could be that would fit into our build at the moment. And we kind of like, the problem is that we can't pivot a whole lot because of how limited our options are. Let's get a tool anyway, see what happens. What the hell is this? It's a dually item. It's literally just going straight back into the bank. I imported this. I'm now exporting it from my fucking build. Post haste, if you will. I'm not dealing with it. It ain't happening. Get this shit out of here. You can go as well. You know what? Fuck it. Give me something better, game. I refuse all of the options that you have provided me, because I deem them unworthy. So I would like better items, please. Once Metalink kills me because he has bouncer build, cybersecurity. He's got the Omega Ray bullshit artist build. Why is this not here? See, this is what I'm talking about. His build is like, his build's like wrong. Like this. Oh, this is it because this is getting, no. Hang on. Why is this here? When you use the core or another ray, this and adjacent burn items gain 3 burn. This is a burn item. Why is this over on the right instead of in between the induction chamber, induction ages, and whatever? Whatever. You know what? I'm not even mad. Much. I'm just... Again, the game is just giving me like an extra like 20 seconds just to really think about it. Which is, you know, nice of it, but it doesn't really have to. Well, we're just getting absolutely reamed with these. Oh my god, man. We're getting absolutely destroyed by these items. This might be the shortest, well, it's not going to be the shortest video that I've ever made. No is no, but this might be like very close to the shortest video that I've made. Like this is repugnant. Shield 10 for each aquatic item that you have. This is awful. We're going to have to fight the dire mosquito, and we might not even beat him. We might just hope for the best, I guess. And I don't think this guy has anything that we want. When you slow haste a weapon, nothing that we have slows. Oh no, we've got a slow. Actually, no, this would be pretty goated. Wait, this would be awesome. Never mind. I immediately thought about my build a little bit more, This might save the run because we slow 3 times every like 3 seconds or so. Gimme, 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 motherfucker. It's never fucking lucky. Is there a world? So is there a world where we put the proboscis in instead? Because then, hang on. Is there a world where we do this? Because this is getting plus 40 odd damage, and then this can go in over here. I don't know how you ended up all the way over there. When you slow, it deals 43 damage, as opposed to every 2 seconds it just deals damage. So this might be every 3 seconds it does 120 damage, depending on how the haste falls. This might be pretty good. Well, I guess we're doing a deadly duel at this point against the Enclave Weeper, who will most assuredly destroy us. Because I think you're just going to gain too much regen, right? You heal, when you poison you gain regen. Yeah, I just don't think we do enough damage to you. Like, we're going to give you poison, but I don't think it's ever going to be near enough to do what we need to do and get through all of your health. Oh, maybe. We're slowly getting there. Yeah, I mean, it's doable. We're gonna live through the sandstorm a little bit longer than they are. I think we got it. Maybe? It depends on how...
Down, anchors up. Just waiting for your command.
Yeah, okay. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. I've got to be honest with you. Burn 6 and gain 2 regen for the fight. Pretty useless. I can see a regen build. I kind of am interested to see when Mac comes out, because I know that he's like the alchemist with like all the poisons and all that sort of stuff, and he looks really interesting. Upgrade a silver tier or lower item, so we can get a gold pufferfish. What does pufferfish do? How Bazaar count? Going up to 2. Pufferfish. It just increases the poison by 2. Seashell gets 15 shield for each aquatic item that you've got. Maybe it might be good. Figurehead actually might. Actually, figurehead. Hang on. Is our entire build just around figurehead now? Gives it plus 50 damage, so it doubles the amount of damage that it gets, and it doubles the cooldown reduction. Yes. Yes. Nice. So now you're going off every 5.5 seconds, and you're dealing 68 damage. All right, this is a wacky build that we've got going on now. I don't know what you're gone. Sorry, I don't even want to look at you. A small tool doesn't do anything for us, I don't think. But what will we want instead? I don't think that there's a friend that shields. You're useless, so you can probably... Well, no, you're not useless, because every time we're using you, you're getting hasted. Maybe there's something that replaces the beach bowl? I think it needs to be a tool then, right? Not that. That ain't it, Chief. Alright, another Vanessa. We really are just running the gambit into like 4, 5 Vanessas in a row with one dually, and we haven't even fought a pig. I think it's literally been 1 dually and 5 Vanessas. Ah, and they're running, single weapon crow's nest with harpoon. This destroys our entire run if it hits a loser, unfortunately. That doesn't matter because they just live through all of it anyway. Because they've got 400 lifesteal every time they do anything. Yep. Now we're dead. Hit the illusory. Oh, he didn't hit the illusory, but he has essentially secured his victory from doing anything. See what I'm telling you? Like, I feel like the whole game at the moment is just crow's nest single weapon builds for Vanessa. We're approaching the 30-minute mark, and we might honestly be done soon. Proboscis. Proboscis. When you slow, shield equal to this item's damage. Figurehead? When you use an adjacent item, shield 20. That's kind of useless. I think it might be Proboscis. Yeah. What's the worst that it can do, you know? Which means
I won't fall. My people need me.
it might be worthwhile. It might be worthwhile taking this out and putting this in. It doesn't do much, but it does more than this. I don't know. Also, you should definitely be on the left here now because you are going off way more often. I mean, actually, technically speaking, it should be something like this, I think, because you probably go off way more often than anything else. Get an extract, which is just plus poison, or we can give something +1 poison, or we could give this +5 damage. Lots to think about. Much decisions. Poison increase, damage increase. Let's take the poison. You know what? Look, like yeah, +1 poison. Sure. Wow, silver poison. You shouldn't have. Get out of here. Alrighty. Get a slow item. What could we? What else? What other slow item could we get? I think she's only got like bowlers. Dock lines. I don't think anything that we can get off of that is good. I think once more we do just kind of go for a tool. A skillet. If both adjacent items are food, this is +1 multicast and it only burns 4? That's a bit of a how you going item. I feel like from having a look at what marginal items we have access to look at for Jules, I feel like she needs a buff when she gets introduced because her items are pretty shit. All things considered. That being said, I've never actually seen how they all work kind of together, so they might be good. Am I crazy for thinking that I can beat the Radiant Corsair after this shielded upgrade? Maybe. I'm gonna go the Cosmic Rock just in case, but I feel like we probably would have had a good shot against him. If we can get Loser Ray's cooldown down even further, I feel like we'd be like pretty golden at that point. Yeah, see, that's a nice little bit of shielding right there. Unfortunately, this doesn't get crit chance either. Because even though it's a weapon and it's an item, for some reason you never use it. So if you don't use it, they can't gain crit chance, which I think is really dumb. I feel like this should probably get crit chance because just by virtue of being a weapon, it should be grandfathered into the capability of getting crit chance. But maybe that's just me, and maybe I'm just weird about it. When you crit, well, I mean, that's the thing. As previously spoken, we don't crit, so it doesn't matter. Teaches haste and charge skills. What would be good from this chick? I think anything that's just like when you use a weapon, haste a non-weapon item would probably be pretty good, but I think the only thing that does that is like mixed messaging, and I think mixed messaging is the opposite way around. Just take a gold tier skill. What's the worst that could happen? A burn? When you crit, your burn items gain 1 burn. You're right, most burn item has +9. Give me 40 plus damage. Give me a 108 damage proboscis. Like, give me a fight, I guess. A Dr. Vortex. I don't know if we beat Dr. Vortex. Alright, I've got a message from my wife. This run seems to be going okay. The problem that I'm finding so far with this challenge, and please let me know your thoughts below if it is something that you are so inclined to do. The problem that I'm finding with this challenge is that the runs seem to only start popping off when we get to the point of having an enchantment. We basically take 1 win, maybe 2 at the start of the day, and then we essentially just go back to back L, and then we hit the enchantment we've buffed one item to a really good position, and then we pray. And that is essentially all this build is doing. When any player uses an item, this gains 10 damage and 10 shield for the fight. You sound really interesting. Small non-weapon. Hey, upgrade to the seashell. That can't be bad. 120 shield. Alright, White Spot. White Spo Texas or White Spot X?
We're out to
The choice is
dethrone a
yours.
king, not to
It's probably
squabble
White
with
Spot
no
and then
one.
just an X at the end because White Spot was taken. Alright. What have you got going on? Railgun, I think we're dead. When you use another tech item, charge this 2 seconds. I think this is going to go off immediately. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Well, there you go. There you have it.
Even a shattered mast can be repaired.
This is by far one of the quickest videos that I've made. It felt like it had something going on, but it just didn't work. So you know what? At the end of the day, that's what we do this challenge for. We're doing this to limit test and see whether or not we can actually make it. We've only hit 2 wins so far, but I'm going to update our lost run counter, and that means that we are up to 12 lost runs. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to hang around and you'll see maybe another video tomorrow or the next day. But I'm just going to keep doing this challenge until something eventually clicks. Anyway, have a good whatever it is wherever you are, and catch ya later.